this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Great arm action on that two-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the seventh.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball.
This is a tough guy to turn two on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Matt Strong.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0 home. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Profar for 1 on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Ian Desmond will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 20, Ian Desmond.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Desmond has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Desmond, a native Floridian. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level. But
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Padres on top, 4-3. Brian Shaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29, Brian Shaw.
Jurickson Profar will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Back up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
So now to the plate, Austin Hedges, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip onto the second baseman covering. Will take care of him at first. Score at 3-4 on the sacrifice, and the runner moves into scoring position now with only 1 away. Trent Grisham will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 2, Trent Grisham.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Oh and 1, here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Arenado's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 28, Tommy Pham.
Jake McGee enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Jake McGee.
Tommy Pham will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. 1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. The 1-1. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Will Myers is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Padres lead it 5-3. Emilio Pagan is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Trent Grisham takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning.
The center fielder, Rival Tapia.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Raimel Tapia is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Pitch on the way. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Pagan, the former Tampa Bay Ray, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
I got the count. 2-2.
Here now the 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Stepping in now, Josh Fuentes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, Nolan.
Stepping in, Nolan Arenado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. And he lays off there 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The 1-0 pitch. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. Called strike 2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Carlos Estevez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Carlos Estevez.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he
Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Brian Dozier will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get this. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And in steps Manny Machado as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. Now the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, strike one. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. He's right there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego as they hang on to their 5-3 lead.
Kirby Yates
is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 39, Kirby Yates.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's out.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Splitter, 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
David Dahl to the plate now as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. Splitter called strike 2, and I don't think he liked it. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
First pitch of the at-bat. Trevor Story is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. One and one. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Scooped up. Throw to first here. He'll be in time to record the final out. And the Padres have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Padres jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Davies gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Kirby Yates hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon.